The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Miami's return team didn't help matters out much there. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Working that left side now. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll try the run. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
It starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything, and the U is known for attitude.
He'll take a deep shot here. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them, they'll throw screens, they'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're bringing heat. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes his connection. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's going to pass. Skips away from pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's got it. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football. So good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna let it fly. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's in goal. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. No good. After that that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Finds the tight end. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay.
All kinds of running room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cade.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And the returner will be dragged down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows?
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hurricane. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Got it in the middle, it's Carpenter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys...
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami! And the extra point makes it 28-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going over the top. He's got it down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Between the uprights, it's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll call for the fair catch here. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. And he makes the grab at the 20. Touchdown, Canes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point is good. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much. Throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
He lets it fly. He's got it on the right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. To the air on first down. Looking deep. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Open space at the 25. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
To the ground with the back. Nice move to keep moving. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He makes the connection. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Second down coming up. Running behind that left side. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Hard running there. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a man, it's Hicks. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Witherspoon. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll run play action. Looking left. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Tar Heels! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Canes are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. He's got 93 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
You don't always have to run sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Someone say run up the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Now this team has consecutive